What is up, YouTube? This is AlphonZeus of Team Gradelock here with another episode of Team Gradelock Unlocks the Week. We're going to be going over the latest Cardfight Vanguard episode, Ride 149, as well as results from our local and any more news that we have from Team Gradelock to you, our subscribers. Now, let's get right into the episode, Ride 149. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the episode yet, please pause or close the video, go watch that episode, and then come right back here so we can discuss about it. Of course, if you don't want to do that, please click on the link in the description down below so you can skip right to the results of our local. So, Ride 149, regain Miyaji Academy. So now we have Naoki and Shingo going to be taking on Miyaji Academy reversed. Sound like a pretty noble deed because, you know, pretty much Shingo and Naoki, they were just grinding away on card fights and just learning, but even though Naoki was pretty much kicking ass, at least most of the time for what I've seen, you know, they say, alright, we're gonna go in and take it. So, they go into Miyaji Academy and they see Maki Nagashiro, the student council secretary, and they end up going, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna unreverse everybody here. And so far we see the football team, the American football team reversed, we've seen the supernatural group reversed, and so we think, alright, probably gonna be another House of Amon or another reverse Dark Regular unit. Oh wow, that's pretty hype. Or we can even see a reverse Spike Bros unit because I want to see what exactly they have in store. Unfortunately, none of that happens. So it pretty much degraded down to Shingo and Naoki just saying attack, and the big icon all of a sudden appears. I wish that could happen in real life, but big icon appears. Boom! You see everybody passed out on the floor. Okay, Naoki kicked ass, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But but Shingo isn't there. So Naoki's trying to walk around trying to find him, but apparently while he was looking, Shingo lost the card fight to Maki. And so now Shingo has his turn to get reversed, which is going to be really, really bad. I don't want that to happen. But you know what? Let's see what happens. And so while Naoki was trying to find him, he comes across two cardboard boxes. And of course, being the street smart person that he is, kicks over the cardboard box only to reveal the president and the vice president of student council. And so those two cardboard boxes, they just somewhat appear out of. You know, they were just enjoying their day with a card fight, but then they heard the scream of a student in the flashback. So they go in and they see the leader of the supernatural group reverse one of the students, and they are scared as hell. So, I'm not sure what to do about this, but we're gonna run, and that's pretty much their mantra because they're just getting used to the whole break ride format, even though they were a bit oblivious to that. So, anyways, it seems that everything was probably gonna end up being lost. However, I think that it's going to be a very good build up to at least what good can they do. I want to see them in the card fight against the reverse fighter. Hopefully they don't get reversed. So then all of a sudden while they're talking and stuff, Shingo reveals himself and he was going, okay, I'm going to reverse you and I'm going to have you join the Kamoi Corps. And so, oh man, here we go. Is this going to happen? So yep, it is. We got Naoki with his Eradicators going up against Shingo with his Murakumo. And so they get a card fight, kind of fast forward the grade 1s and the grade 2s, which is alright, and then it gets to grade 3s, and then he has Ignition Dragon or something that I've most likely haven't seen before, because I don't know, maybe I'm just that oblivious, but what I do like is that they're seeing now Murakumo. What reversed are they going to be doing about it? So let's see. Let's just try and space this out. So we have this unit, which I want to get the name right. Covert Demonic Dragon Yaki Rogue Reverse. Now it's unconfirmed effect so far, just from at least seeing what happens when on Vanguard. You can just Counter Blast 2, search up for 2 of Covert Demonic Dragon Yaki Rogue Reverse, call to a rear guard. Shuffle deck, and then end of turn, put that card unit on the bottom, and same thing to do it again, so you can get another one. And then the limit break, where you get to lock 2 units, pretty much the whole front row of Cobra Demonic Dragon, Hyaki Vogue Reverse, will all get plus 10k, putting them at 21k each column, which is pretty silly, because I'm just going to lock 2 of those units, and then I'm going to attack with these guys, and then one of my unit is going to get a boosted column. That's pretty broken. And so, after Naoki survives that, he then breaks ride Ignition Dragon, over he breaks like Eradicated Ignition Dragon, and then breaks like Tempest Bolt Dragon. So I'm thinking, alright, there has to be something here. Because thing is though, beforehand, Naoki was definitely out of it. It's like he descended already into the reverse state, but like the same way Kai did. And you just alright, so now he's just gonna have to face them both. However, we end up seeing the light in him, and we see, okay, what's gonna happen? I want to see what this effect does. And thing is though, Naoki just ends up break riding, and then gonna say, all right, we're gonna continue this next week. So what can you do? I think that's a good cliffhanger to go off on. I just want to see Shingo get punched back into reality so he can get unreversed, and I think the Murakumo unit in that is actually pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. And so I'm really hyped up for next week. Didn't see the preview for it yet, but I hope that Naoki just kicks ass and keeps pushing through while Aichi is trying to just find himself again, because I want to see what can happen. I want to see what exactly Aichi can do. I hope that he pulls out another broken unit, even though that Gold Paladins already have a history of having really broken units. We'll only have to figure out for next week. But anyways, that's it for the results of our local. Now let's get right into the results of our episode. Now let's get into the results of our local. Now, beforehand, I was actually Thursday. I actually had a chance to stop by the Yu-Gi-Oh tournament over at Comics and Toys in River Edge. And so, you know, there were only about maybe 8 of us or so in that tournament. It was small, but I also met up there with some good friends of mine, and then I played it out. I played a perfect agent build, and my first match I went up against this dark deck where everything was dark. Just I see Gores, I see some of the fiends and stuff. It was an interesting one. I beat him, and then I went up against a Harpy deck where I went 1 and 2 because first game I got Herald and I was able to do it. Second game I sided in my mistake and kind of got him, but thing is, though, he was able to overwhelm me because he managed to pop it. And then third game, I had the chance to use mistake, but I ended up keeping it in my hand, which I made a big mistake for, and that cost me the game because he used the hysteric sign to search out for the 3 harpies, and I didn't have mistake to chain it. Anyways, then there's gonna be a how do I say this? Then on Friday, there was I actually entered the Kaijudo tournament there, and I ran a Water Dark Rush discard deck, where I just pretty much try to eliminate my opponent's options before he builds up late game. And so I went 0 and 2 because first game I went up against a Mega Bug deck where I didn't know which were my targets to pop, and I didn't side it. I didn't have in my deck the Shield Blast card that made it -1 because I saw that a bunch of his units were -1, were 1,000, and then at least if I get Shield Blast off, I can not only kill off some of those units, but it would be a lot. It would just tell him to not even attack next time. So at least I would get that out of the way. And then the second one I went up against the Dragon deck. Dragon decks are silly because they're little ones that they can pay 1 less to cast it, and then they get bonus effects like drawing cards and whatnot. And so I didn't know what to do. I was so close to trying to like get rid of those, but that was not the case. So, you know, I'm just thinking, alright, what else can I do? Well, I can always tweak out the deck, add in those cards that I needed in, and just see what I can do. And then, the Saturday, actually in the Friday tournament, both, top 2, I think it was just 7 or 8 people. It was, Jason and Henry that managed the top. Henry used his crazy Ancient Dragon, Tachikaze with, 4 of the break rides, 3 of Dark Rex, and 1 of the Spinal Driver, the 10k grade 3 Vanguard, where if you drive check a grade 3 you can retire somebody and have a game plus 10k power. Silly silliness. And so I ended up going to Kaijudo tournament. I lost that, but at least, and Jason was using the Celestial Angel Feathers, which is mind blowing because you're making 30 plus k columns. And it's silly, actually, like even 21k plus columns. And I can't believe the efficiency and the utility of this deck because it's insane. If you damage check Zerakiel, oh hey, I'm gonna just break ride Zerakiel, or like even just ride just for that turn, and then limit break. Everybody gets plus, you know, plus 12k on the board, divided up into the divided up into the 3k. So 3, 6, 9. No, 18k plus on the board. I mean, my math was wrong. So it was definitely interesting to see both of them top. So I was very grateful. Then Saturday came up with the Vanguard tournament. We had about 15 people. Ended up I was using Tsukiyomi as usual. My first game I went up against Shane from Team Dark Matter, and I lost the first game because I was Gradelocked at 0 for a turn, which messed me up on the flow because I didn't go first. Then second game he got me with the double crit, and the MOB effect didn't even go off. He was using the 12 crit MOB deck, by the way. And then second game I went up against Eric. He was using Garmore Bunnies for Gold Paladins. First game I really didn't get my triggers down, and I didn't have Tom out. I had pretty much a kind of a broken field because I didn't have one rearguard column set up because I usually had zeros in my hand to guard with, so I couldn't really do anything about that. And that pretty much caused him to gain the hand advantage later on where I couldn't do that. And then second game, he managed to get some of the utility off, as in superior card and useful units such as Dindrain and stuff. So he managed to at least outlast my offense for that matter. And then the third game, I went up against Adam, and he was using Great Dayusha. The first game, he ended up double triggering me because even though he didn't need to, because he would already get one of my unit, he would already get guaranteed damage from one of his rear guards. But of course, with Great Dayushi with the extra crit for limit break, it's pretty much worth it. And then second game, I decked out because I literally ran out of options. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't attack with my Vanguard, or else I would deck out then. So I wasn't able to capitalize on that because he had Great Dayusha cross ride, so Silent Tom wasn't able to do much there. And then the fourth game, I went up against John, one of our newer members from Team Gradelock, and he was using Spike Bros. First game, he just overwhelmed me with the offense, and then second game, it was just he got the limit break off, he got the triggers I needed, and I couldn't capitalize on top of that. So I went 0-4 in that tournament, and it was pretty discouraging. But the thing is, though, you can't really do much about it. It's just saying, okay, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna get grade locked. I'm gonna get double crit. I'm gonna get all of that. But the thing is, though, I kind of enjoyed myself. I even, I know that some people were asking me as they're making any misplays or whatnot. I'll be more happy to help them out with that, because I know that they would be interesting to at least comment and see what they could have improved on better and stuff. So I'm at least grateful for that I can be able to help them out in some way. And so after that, I was thinking, what am I gonna do? But of course, Sundays I keep forgetting. Team Gradelock also goes to Time Warp. Uh, so I know that Henry, Jason, and maybe Alex or Ian, they usually they usually group up and go down there to Time Warp, and I have yet to hear from them. I do know that I asked Jason to record a casual match over at Time Warp, so hopefully we can see what happens there. And I hopefully have another video up for you tonight. If not, then I can definitely at least maybe record a trade binder video if you wish, just to give you an update on everything that I have so far. And I picked up a couple new things, but I'm trying to look for some other cards as well, such as the Genesis cards. Maybe 4/4 Tuna would be nice, and then I can probably get Break Riders or somewhat from another set, maybe set 10, or even the trial deck that might come out. So I think that I've reached the point where I've lost so many times that it's just, wow, what do I do? Because I don't think I had a worse week where I pretty much I didn't top in all 3 tournaments in 3 different trading card games that I played in, and I had to really rethink my stance and think, wow, okay, how am I gonna, like, maybe it was just a bad week, but maybe I was just thinking I'm playing multiple card games at the same time. I know that Vanguard's always gonna stay. Vanguard has really got me to push myself to become a better player and become kind of like a better person, because I learned a lot about myself, especially with the crazy stuff that can happen in the card fight. And then with Yu-Gi-Oh was a pastime. Yu-Gi-Oh has brought me back to the TCG scene, and that's what I like. But then the other 2 card games that I'm interested in, Kaijudo and Wei Schwartz. Now Wei Schwartz I haven't really talked about that much because our Wei Schwartz crowd hasn't been really building up, although the Hatsune Miku trial deck and the booster box are already out. So I don't know. I'll just probably get the signed cards. I just want a signed Hatsune Miku card, at least any signed card from that set, because I was super hyped for that. And then I was thinking of getting a and Kaijudo. I was trying to make, you know, 2 decks besides the Water Dark discard rush deck. I was also hoping to get a you know, another deck going, maybe green dark or mono dark. You know, I was trying to think, but the thing is though, when you have all these different card games to try and go to, it's easy to get caught up. And so now I have to rethink my position, thinking, okay, so what am I going to do? To be honest with you, I don't know. I can always take a break from, you know, Thursdays and just go to locals on Thursdays and Saturdays and get Team Gradelock the rest, you know, experience in for like Fridays, Sundays, or etc. Because I do want to have other members, you know, provide you video content besides myself. And I do know that yes, I do have a commitment to you. I do have a commitment to, you know, make this channel good. It's that I also want to get any more suggestions or any more comments from our subscribers, because you are the reason why this channel is keeping on going, and we want to make sure we can provide you with quality content every week from Team Gradelock. And so please feel free to like our videos, and feel free to subscribe and comment with whatever you want to see. Comment on our videos to see what else we can do for the channel, because we are willing to make new segments. I do know that some of the new things that John actually advised me to do, we can do deck philosophies where we would really talk about why we chose our deck and why we would stick with it. And you know, it's kind of our main deck segment. And then we can also have other casual series matches, but some matches where we'd actually record commentary over the plays that happen, and then we'll see, you know, what we can you know, kind of just go over, okay, why did they do this play, and why would they make this move, etc. So it's definitely going to be a lot of more variety of content. So hopefully Jason would have that second have that casual match sent to me, so I can have it up tonight, if not tomorrow or Tuesday. And then, you know, we'll keep you updated with the rest of the week. I am gonna put up a the trade binder video tonight. I'm gonna show you guys an update from what I had on my loot. And don't worry, well, I'm gonna once I get the results from you know, my friends that attended Time Warp and Team Gradelock, I'll be able to at least maybe comment, or you know, maybe send up a follow-up video in the trade binder video. So thank you so much for, you know, tuning in to Team Gradelock Unlocks the Week. I'm your host AlphonZeus, and I will see you guys next time.